Lots of glare where I am this morning, but nonetheless, we can still talk over the glare. Welcome. Welcome this morning. Today I'm talking about something that's kind of really close to my heart because it's a fundamental of my being, that sense of I have this urge within me that just screams out all the time. And the topic matter today is build within. Build within. And I'm referencing real personal stories. This is why I even do these videos, because if I couldn't reference from my own stories, yes, I do read a lot, but if I couldn't reference from my own life, this information is so irrelevant. I wouldn't do these videos. But because I dive into my own life, then I can present this information because it's real to me. So the subject matter is build within. Once again, I have an agenda when I do these videos. I want to reach one. I want to reach somebody. I want somebody to change because of the words I said. I want to be effective. So if you're getting some benefit, please just send a message saying, hey, this is helpful. I'm grateful. That's encouraging. Okay. So build within. The sure example I can give is I moved from one state to another. I was frustrated of one state. I was over. I felt like I wasn't growing as a person. I felt like I wasn't going very, very far. So I made the changes. And I was sure, of course, as far as I was concerned, and yes, of course, the new state represented better opportunities. And sometimes that's what we must do. And that was what was best for me at the time. However, I discovered that the problems I was facing were the same character problems I had been facing in my old place. And why that is because I removed myself from the environment and placed myself in a new environment. But within, I was still the same old person with the same old mindset, with the same old approach to my problems, approach to situations. So build within, people. Build within. If you build something substantial within yourself, I mean, let's just picture this. Kindness is within. A person is kind. It's not an add-on. It's not an app. Okay? It's not some thought. It's an essence of character trait that's within a person that defines that person as kind. That's within. Now, some people, they tend to have that natural sense of kindness, but some people, they got to work on it. Okay? Like for me, most of my traits, good Lord knows I have tried. I feel like most of my traits I've had to learn. I don't know what I'm naturally just good at sometimes. I feel like I've learned a lot. I've been building and looked at it. So any trait that you learn has to come from within. If you want to be good at saving money, if you want to open a new store online or bricks and mortar, you have to learn to save. That's within. If you don't have that trait, just because you moved to New York, that doesn't mean that you're going to get that trait, So build from within. I'm just going to keep this video very brief. Build from within. Work on yourself from within. Your confidence is within. Don't seek validation on social media. Don't seek validation from family members. Of course, sometimes we want that, yes, but don't seek it there. Build yourself to know that you're powerful, you're here for a reason. Your ideas are valid, because every individual that ever crafted anything on this planet had to become from zero to something. We all had to come from someplace and became something. So just because you're not that thing doesn't mean that your idea is not valid. Build within. So build yourself this vision of what you want to be. Build yourself this kindness and this warm naturedness that you are, and be authentic about it. And it doesn't matter what the world thinks, you are solid. Because when you change environment and place it in different ground, you're still the same person. Don't be deceived by this illusion that if you go on vacation, it's going to change your bad habits. Some people got this idea that, I heard this story. The other day. This woman was in a happy marriage. And she kind of just got started playing around online and everything else, and she started talking to some guy. And long story short, she left the man and moved into this guy overseas relationship type thing. And the man was telling me this story. He's like, oh, I couldn't believe she just did that. I'm like, well, The seeds are birthed within the person to become those things. We can't do anything that we're not inside. When somebody's building a home, when you're designing a home, the home is the last thing you see. Everything else happened a long time before that home happened. The planning, where the room was going to be, where the kitchen was going to be. Same thing with businesses, same thing with relationships. I understand the spontaneity in life, for sure. There's spontaneity of things that we don't understand. Of course. However, the majority of what we have in terms of the physical, what's the word I'm looking for here? We don't acknowledge the spiritual component. That the road is the evidence of the thought. You know, how much longer was the thought birthed before the road happens? We never know. We never know. But this is the power of building from within, structuring your life in such a solid way from within. We are on the verge, like I feel like society is so concerned about the outer. You know, on the other side, there's a lot of bad things going on in the spiritual plane. Like there's a lot of like bad people doing all kinds of bad things from what I've observed. You know, corruption, businesses and whatever. And individuals on the other side are so concerned with the Insta page. You know, they're concerned about the likes on a post. But if you kind of disregard that, that has its place. Don't get me wrong. But if you focus on building from within who you are, then those things will only play the part that they need to play in your life. And nothing more. Nothing major, nothing traumatizing, nothing ground shaking. But I wanted to just bring a simple word. It says build from within. If your foundation is from within, doesn't matter where you are, you'll be amazed at what kind of success you achieve. This is a lesson I'm currently going through. So I have not completely emerged out of this lesson. But one thing I've discovered is no matter where I am, the within is more powerful than the present. And the present is determined by what I feel and what I am and what I've created. So I'm not dependent on circumstances or luck or anything. Build from within. You are an amazing person. I don't want to be like Mr. Motivational, but you are an amazing person if you concentrate on your abilities and say, hey, God, what am I made of? What am I wasting? You know, don't be focused on your outer exterior because that will deteriorate. If you're a fine woman, you're a size 8, you know, one day you're going to be a size 20. It could happen, you know. So don't focus on that. Build from within. And if you're a man, you're very charm, you know, you got charms, whatever it is. Use your charm to construct something positive within. Build from within because that will serve you forever for as long as you live on this life. Because inner traits, character-based things don't fail. Because foundationally you become more solid. But if everything is based on your looks, your body, your style, your swagger, your style, or your Instagram post, you are lost. Hopefully y'all got something out of this. I'm hoping that I reached one. That's my agenda. That's my objective. That's my secret agenda. You know, I've started a secret society. It's called the Secret Agenda. And this whole essence of this secret society of mine is to reach one person. And hopefully you got reached by this message. Build from within. Thank you so much for your time.